Hey guys, Weston Mine Detective here, coming at you with another hiking video. So right here we got Tom Vincent's cabin, which was built in the late 1800s, right around 1895. That's the same year that he discovered the mine, which is just over that direction. There's a closer look at the front. I already showed this cabin in one of my previous videos, so I won't go too in depth. So here's a quick look inside. Pretty much still looks the same after it's been at least a year and a half or 2 years since I've been to the mine. Still got this pretty cool blue enamelware pot. There's a look at the chimney. And there's a look at that beautifully constructed, ooh, a blue jay, nice. Beautifully constructed window. So the main objective for today is I'm going to be hiking down Vincent Gulch, which is just over there. And then I'm going to be heading right into Mine Gulch. And there should be at least 1 or 2 mines that I could check out, hopefully, as well as a few ore cars that are below this mine. So hopefully I could find both of those things. There actually used to be an old one-stamp mill that dates to the, I think, early 1900s, probably right around this flat area, but I don't really see anything. There's lots of can debris and such all over. There's an old piece of metal with a hole in it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's an old can dump right here. So you can see that these are lead soldered on the bottom. That's what that white spot is. So all these pretty much date to the very early 1900s. Oh wow. There's a base to an aqua beer bottle. Oh man, that's nice. Look at that. That probably dates to 1905, 1910 easily. You can see there's a bubble in there. Yeah, it's a pretty early piece. Yeah, let's take a closer look around here. Don't really see anything else. Alright, well, I'll scout around here a little bit more, and then I'll be headed down the gulch. Alright guys, so right now I'm a couple 100 feet below the cabin, and right here it looks like we got a bottle and can dump. There are just so many shards of glass here. There's that piece, probably an aqua beer. Look at that purple base to bottle. That is awesome. Got this piece off a plate. Lots more purple shards. This piece looks like an embossed milk bottle. On the bottom it says Los Angeles. Bet that would have been a rare one. Here's a base off of, looks like a amber beer. Looks like a cover off of an old tobacco tin. Look at how purple that piece is. And then this looks like a base off a ketchup bottle. This is H.J. Heinz, patented. And lastly, we got this cork top, probably a beer. So I'm gonna keep looking around. I see lots more cans over that way and some more pieces of glass. This is some super thick glass. Yeah, that one also probably dates to the very early 1900s. Alright, let me head downhill a little bit more. Oh, wow. There's another couple pieces. Yeah. There's another base. Man, it'd be awesome to find a whole one. Whoa. There's another one. Wow. And this one, you can read LG Company. And there's a number 5 below that. Dang. I'm definitely in a great spot. There's just a bunch of dead trees all around here. Alright, I'll turn you guys off for now. Alright, so I went downhill maybe 200 feet just free scrambling, and I just popped out on the trail that I was supposed to take. So that was pretty convenient. There's looking up the trail. I think it just switches back a couple times and then the trailhead's right up there. So I believe this goes down into Vincent Gulch, and then like I said, I'm gonna hang a right and go into Mine Gulch. There's actually, I forgot to mention that there's a plane crash. I think it happened in the 1950s or 60s, so hopefully I could find that along the way. But yeah, super beautiful day out here. Currently it's in the, I'd say lower 70s, probably 71, 72 degrees out here. Let me see. I'm at 6,300 feet. I believe the mine is at just under 7,000. I believe 6,800 feet. And then the area that I'm going down into should be around, at the lowest, 5,200 feet. Yeah, super beautiful trail. It's really foggy and hazy out here because I think there's a fire off that direction. But I'll turn you guys off for now until I find something cool. Alright, so I made it to a really nice wide open spot. There's a couple huge trees right there. A couple behind me too. And then right up there at 9,300 feet, I believe, that's Mount Baden-Powell. Lots of people hiking up there today. And then here's a look at the gulch. You can see there's huge rock banks on both sides. And that is my goal. And then I think I'm gonna head to the right. Not sure if it's before this ridge or after. I'll figure it out. And then let's continue on the trail. Oh man, look at that huge dead tree. Wow. It's a big one. Let's get closer to it. Yeah, this thing's probably gonna fall pretty soon. Oh man. That is crazy how craggly those branches are. So there's a look back up the trail, and along the way I found this hiking stick. I stupidly left mine in the car even though I knew I was going on a 10+ mile hike. And right now we have descended into the gulch. You can see it's very rocky. I'd imagine there's pretty good gold panning to be done down in here. I've gone about maybe close to 2 miles since the last time I had the camera on. Not much has happened. look at the right side. Pretty big rock face. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on. Hopefully there's some cool stuff to be seen. There's a bunch of scree right here. I love those yuccas. Alright, here's a quick little update. So here's more exposed part of the trail. And then right down here, there's just a little tiny bit of water rushing. But yeah, so far the trail has been pretty well defined. So hopefully on the way back I don't have any trouble route finding. Should have brought some bug spray though, because these gnats and flies are all over me. Just gotta keep moving. Alright, so looks like the trail drops down into the gulch once more. Oh wow, look at that rock face. And there's the foothills of Baden-Powell. Really beautiful area. There's looking way up where I started. So most of the time I was taking the right hand side of the gulch, and it was way up there where I started behind that ridge. And right here we got a pretty nice dry waterfall. That'd be pretty nice in the springtime with all the snow melt, but unfortunately all the water dried up. And then here's a look in the direction that I'm heading. I'd have to guess I'm within about a quarter mile or so of where I have to turn to go into Mine Gulch. Yeah, I think it's like right here. Definitely getting close. But yeah, back there's a pretty well-defined trail the whole way through, so that was pretty nice. But when you're in these gulches, most of the time it's just stepping on one rock after the other. Alright guys, super excited. Definitely have more energy after seeing this. So I seen this stacked rock wall right here and I was like, what the hell is that? And apparently right next to it we have the remnants of that plane crash. Looks like this is a wing. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, this is pretty nicely intact too. Yeah, it's definitely a wing. Here's a metal piece under here. Wow. Yeah, there's a close look at the wreckage. There's some stickers on here. And there's a shout out to Adventures with Whiskey. I've explored with him, I believe one time. Wow. Oh my god, and here's, wow, I don't know what you would call this, but part of the fuselage. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh man, and here's the tail. Oh man. This is so sick. I mean, obviously very sad that someone crashed here back in the day, but so it looks like there's a number right here. It says N7622. So that's probably the aircraft number. There's a little piece. But yeah, this is pretty nicely intact considering how, I mean, it's not super remote out here, but it's definitely not super easy to get to. And this looks like the other wing. Oh yeah, and that stacked rock was a little fire circle. Damn, that is cool. All right, well, here's a look, general overview. That tail is just so crazy to see. And then we'll be continuing on. I think I can see the confluence just down there. Alright, so I made it to a super open and scenic viewpoint in this gulch. And hopefully, I don't even think you guys can see it, but just to the right of this farthest right pine tree, that's where the Bighorn Mine is. And that's the one that I went to, it was close to 2 years ago. And then there's Baden-Powell Peak. And then there's actually a super thick quartz vein right there. It's probably, hell, it looks like 10 to 15 feet wide. And there's actually a couple more on this hillside. And then we are very, very close to the convergence of Vincent and Mine Gulch. I think it's just around this corner. I hate it when people do this. Like, why do you have to make a cairn so tall? Like, there, that's better. You know, it's like almost impossible to get lost out here. I mean, pretty much you just gotta stay to the right the whole time. Or at least when you're going back up. But that's enough of that spiel. So yeah, here's the cornerstone, literally. Got a couple dead pine trees up there. But yeah, Mine Gulch is just right here. So the name has got me thinking. I mean, there has to be at least a few adits or prospects along it. There can't just be the Bighorn Mine. So hopefully when I do some bushwhacking I find a couple of them. So here's the creek. I believe this meets up with the East Fork further downstream. It's flowing pretty good. Super nice and clear water. Oh, okay guys, I'm not sure if I'm hallucinating or not, but I am like 80% sure I see a mine on that hill. So if you see this rock right here, if you follow my finger, looks like there's a hole right here, and you can actually see there's actually like a trail running all the way over there, and there's even what looks like a pipe. Oh, rip my walking stick. Okay, and it looks like there's a pipe right up there. So I'm actually 90% sure that's mine, and it even looks like the trail wraps around there. But the thing is, I mean, this is like a sheer rock face. So I think the easiest way would be, it looks like the trail goes here, but man, that's gonna be sketchy. And not only that, right here in this pool, I think under this rock, there's a few trout, so I'm gonna go over there, check that out. Oh, and I forgot, okay, there's also this quartz vein. So there is just a million things going on. Oh, I am overwhelmed right now. This is crazy. Alright, hopefully one of the bigger ones comes out, but there's quite a few little baby ones. It's like 5 or 6 inches at the biggest. They dart in and out every so often, but oh, there's one. Here's looking across the canyon. That's where I just was. So yeah, this was a pretty good workout. As you can see, this is a pretty almost 90-degree grade on this slate type rock, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the trail, if you could even call it a trail. You can see it rounds that corner. It's definitely gonna suck trying to go around this bush, but that pipe that I seen is probably maybe 100 feet up that way. So after if I get to the mine, I'll head up that way, and then I'll do my original objective, and that's head below the Bighorn mine and see what's to be found over there. Alright, I might as well film this since I made the effort, all this effort to get up here. Yeah, it's definitely sketchy. Alright, got around that bush. Got a dead yucca here, so I'm gonna go around this side of it so I don't fall off. And yet another obstacle. Golly. Well, looks like there's enough room right here. Hopefully to not get stabbed. Alright, let me get my footing. Man, this sucks. Ouch. Alright, I only got stabbed once. Yeah, this is definitely a trail. The mine should be almost right around the corner. So yeah, it looks like it goes uphill, and then I think it's right over there. Who knows how old this mine is, considering the Bighorn was discovered back in the 1890s. I mean, this one easily could be the same age or probably early 1900s. There's a quartz vein. Yeah, you can clearly see what they were chasing up here. There's another one up there. Bet there's still gold up here. Wonder how many people have been up here since it's been abandoned. Probably not too many people. Oh yeah, look at that. That thing's almost a foot thick. It's about 10 inches thick. Yeah, I'll say 8-9 inches. But man, there is most definitely gold up in there. Oh, definitely a foot thick right there. Oof. Oh yeah. Can't wait to see what the mine has to offer. Oh my gosh. Look at that fall. There's actually some metal right here. Looks like it's rubber and wire. I'm not sure what that would have been. Definitely more wide right here. I think it's right here. Oh yeah, right here. We made it. Without falling off the side of the mountain. Oh man, yet another very remote mine checked off the list. Who knows, I might only go in 10 feet, but I don't even care. That is cool as shit. Alright, so here it is. Oh man. It actually leads to the other side. This might actually be a tunnel. I don't know. Not a mine. But with all the quartz veins out here, I would have to think that this was a mine. Yeah, leads to the other side, and looks like that trail keeps going on that way. Rounds that corner and disappears. Oh, I don't want to step there. I'll go straight down. But there it is looking back. That is, I have never seen anything like that. That is cool. Step over here real quick. Alright, let's not do that again. Oh. Okay. Want to get a shot looking off this direction. Yeah, that is peculiar. Oh man, that was sketch. Okay. Yeah, I would love to follow that trail. I can see that it just keeps going, but might be for another day, or I'll just stay alive and be happy with finding this tunnel. That's pretty dang cool. Okay, so I'm glad that I found this pipe, because apparently I wasn't hallucinating. So it looks like it has fallen from, like I said, it's about 100 feet higher than the trail. So yeah, these are really, really old pipe, because you can see that they're riveted. So yeah, these probably date to the late 1800s, very early 1900s, just like the Bighorn mine, and also the Gold Ridge, which I featured, I believe, 3 videos ago. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go up this way. It doesn't look too steep, so let me get up there. Oh man, I wish I could record everything for you guys, but some of the stuff I do off scene is sometimes, actually most of the time, it's crazier than the stuff that I do when I record. But yeah, there is, just look at that white rock. Crazy. And then just above it, I can already see the pipe that I seen from below. It's kind of hard with all this moss slipping. Yeah, dang. Oh man. Okay. Ooh, okay. Man, look at that outcropping. Yeah, right up there. And it keeps continuing off that way, so I'm really curious as to what used to be up here. And I would probably guess a mine. Ooh. Yeah, look at this quartz vein. One of the nicer ones I've seen. Super white. Don't see any old remains off this direction. Just that pipe. You know, that pipe is actually suspended, it looks like, in midair. There's another section right up there. It is crazy that these miners or trail workers, whatever, whoever was up here, that they got all this stuff up here, the dynamite and okay. Oh, so yeah, there's that pipe. There's that one sticking out right there. Alright, let me take a break, then I'll look at these a little further. Alright, so they got a pretty cool system for suspending this pipe in place. They got this thick metal wire, which is hanging on this rebar metal piece. And then of course, this one's riveted as well. And then it's also suspended right here. And then I'm guessing that piece that fell, it's right about over there, probably fell off of this end. And then looking off that way, doesn't really look like there's any more. But there's another section of pipe past this, so let's go check that out. So yeah, it looks like they also use stacked rocks to keep it in place. And this one is actually twisted instead of straight rivets. That's interesting. They also got some stacked rock here. Whoa. I think I see a tool. No way. That is a whole file. Let me clean that up, see if it got any. Oh yeah. Looks like it got a maker mark right here. I'm not sure. Kind of looks like it says Erickson. Definitely see an N at the end. Huh. Yeah, that is a whole file. I wonder what they would have used that for. Maybe trimming the screws down, or who knows. I'll leave that there. So yeah, definitely continues. But there's like no trail whatsoever. It's just all rock. Well, I'll probably go back down into the gulch and hopefully I can see where it ends, if it ends. I'm sure it ends somewhere, and wherever that is, hopefully it's a mine or some sort of camp. But yeah, that's definitely super interesting. Okay, so I cleaned that file up a little bit more and I can finally read it. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but right here I can see that it reads Nicholson, and then there's like an X below that, and then it says USA. But that is just a super cool piece. Amazing that I found it up here, right there in that spot. I'll put that back. just in case someone's crazy enough to get back up here. But yeah, I'm gonna go head back down into the gulch. Okay, so I'm back in the gulch, and then there's looking where I'm headed. There's that big pile, and then I'm gonna be headed just to the right. Gonna be bushwhacking in those pine trees. And then there's, talking about pine trees, there's a huge one right here. And if you guys couldn't tell, the scale of this gulch is just ginormous. I mean, look at how expansive this thing is. There's pretty much no trail, just straight rocks. And then I'm probably within a mile and a half of my desired bushwhacking location. So if I don't find anything in between here and there, I'll turn you guys off for now. Alright, so I came across the first signs of mining activity in the gulch. That right there is a strip of rail, and it's definitely a larger gauge. So most definitely came from the Bighorn. And we are almost to that pile. My goal is right there. I'd say probably half a mile or a little bit more than that. But we are definitely getting there. It's tough going over all these rocks, but we'll get there. Okay, we got yet another interesting artifact. I'm pretty much right below that pile, so once I go up, I should start finding way more stuff like this. Not totally sure what this is. I mean, big and heavy metal, but looks hand forged. I say that because how crude it is and how some of these holes are bigger and different sizes than the other. Yeah, but if you guys know what that is, please comment. I might head up this way or go up a little bit more and then work my way back. Let me see how that goes. Okay, we are just coming across a lot more artifacts coming up this wash. And right here, you got just a big old metal piece. These are threaded. There's two of them. Looks like, is that the end or broke off? Okay, that's not broke off. That's definitely the end. Yeah, not sure what that is. There's just a bunch of random metal strewn all about the place. There's a pipe right there. Looks like there's more stuff up here too. Alright, I'm definitely excited. I've heard that there's a couple ore cars buried around here, so hopefully I can find a couple of them. Yeah, I got another pipe sticking out right here. Let's see. Got some rails sticking out. That's a good sign. Oh wow. Right up here there's also a big old tank. Huh. That sure is interesting. Let's take a look at the other side. wonder if the drills would have hooked up to this or if this is a water tank. Not totally sure how you could tell. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can find up here. Alright, so I just got done doing some hardcore bushwhacking, and right here we just got one of the most beautiful quartz veins I have ever seen. Oh man, it is bigger than a foot in width right there. It's that walking stick. It's like 1.5 feet wide right there. About a foot thick right there. Kind of peters out that way. And there's another one right here. Damn. But yeah, I mean, definitely worth coming up here. I'm about at 5,800 feet. Like I said before, the mine is at 6,800 or so, so I'm 1,000 feet lower. Looking across this wash, I don't see anything of importance. Looks like there's a quartz vein up there, but don't see any big artifacts or anything. And then I'm going to be headed off this direction. I'll be rounding this corner, and then hopefully from there I could see the other side of the hill, see if there's any ore cars or anything cool, holes in the ground to look at. And then if I can't find anything there, I'll head back down to the gulch and call it a day. Alright, so I rounded the corner, and this is the view that I got right now. So here is the pile that I was talking about, but between me and that, there is a huge rock face right here. So I'll have to find another way down. Looks really rocky down there too. So might be able to cut in that way. I'll figure it out. There's always a way to get out of here. But if you look right up here, don't think you guys can see that, but looks like there's actually a trail, and I believe that is one of the most hard to get to mines. I mean, I probably doesn't even go in too far, but almost looks like you need a helicopter or a vast knowledge of rope work. I've put some thought into going there, but I don't know about that. But yeah, there's the gulch. Gets super wide right there as it meets up with the mountain. Probably 300 or so feet above it, so it'll take me a good while to get back down. Alright guys, so finally made it back to the car. I gotta say, that was one hell of a hike. All in all, it was about 13 miles round trip, so one way would be 6.5 miles. Really didn't feel that long, but I guess it is. But overall, crazy awesome day. I can't believe that I found that, not sure if that was a mine or a tunnel that they used for that trail, but that was definitely a first for me, seeing that. That was pretty cool. And then you also got the plane wreck and Tom Vincent's cabin, and lots of odds and ends in between. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.